So the $1,000,000 question I keep seeing is, why do you care? Why are you in other people's business? Why are you worried about who get pregnant by who and who ain't married? I care because the children are suffering. That's the only reason I care. I want you to hear me loud and clear. That is the only reason I care. The only people I care about in this whole situation are the children. If you didn't follow me long enough, then you know my concern is always going to be the children. I could care less what a bunch of grown adults are going around doing. But when I sit and I look around and I see so many hurt people who've been damaged through their childhoods, who just big old children walking around still unhealed from things that took place when they was a child because of their parents' poor decision making. And those same people who set up underneath their parents' poor decision making, watched it, turned around and repeated it. Repeated it. Blows your mind. Sat there every day watching your mama struggle, work multiple jobs, never be around, never be able to do extracurricular activities with you because she always working. Because she a single mother. Never being around your daddy, not knowing who your daddy is. All of that just to turn around and do it to your own child. That's insanity. That is pure insanity to watch something, experience something, turn right around and do the same exact thing. So again, why do I care so much? I care so much because we have to deal with your half-raised, product of a poor environment, children, minister societies that you throw out into the world that we have to deal with on a day-to-day basis because you wanted to have a baby by a Pookie, right? Because you wanted to keep some bum loser who wasn't worth nothing. You wasn't no good mother. The child ain't got no good father. The child has no guidance. And now they just thrown to the wolves for the world to raise them. That's why I'm concerned. These poor choices that y'all like to constantly discuss out here on the dating scene, a lot of them are made up of poor decision-making people who had children. Yeah, I know y'all like to leave that part out. You like to talk about the problem, but not the root of it, right? But in order to address the problem, you have to get to the root. And the root being that y'all are out here having unprotected sex with people that you barely know, don't know nothing about them until you get pregnant and have to interact with them on more than a sexual level. And then somehow you can sit up and say they changed after the baby. Yeah, they changed after the baby because you was pregnant longer than you knew them. Right? You carried a baby for 9 months, but you only knew him 2 weeks before you was pregnant by him. So yeah, I'm sure you did learn a lot about him after the baby, right? Right? Because that's the part a lot of y'all won't do. Like, go over a lot of y'all timelines. Stitch my video and go over the timeline of how quick you was pregnant versus how long you actually knew the person. Because I bet you a lot of y'all was pregnant longer than you actually knew the man. Yeah. You don't want to talk about that though. You don't want to talk about that. I'm sure somebody could do a lot of changing when you only known them for a couple weeks. But you don't want to address the fact that y'all don't know these people. Right? It's always you got tricked. You didn't know. Of course you don't know. You don't know these people. But you laying up and having unprotected sex with somebody you don't know. And the children are suffering. The children are suffering. I don't care if you suffer, but I do care if the children suffer. Hope this cleared up.